Hi, I'm Tiffany and this is Towering TBR. Today I'm going to be talking about my bookish resolutions and how it's going so far. Every year for the past few years I've made bookish resolutions to challenge myself to target books that I am not thinking about picking up as easily. The first of my goals was to read at least 15 nonfiction titles this year. And at my last count, I have read 14, so I'm feeling really good about meeting that goal. I set my goal kind of low because last year was a difficult reading year for me. I had my illness pop up in unexpected ways that made it harder for me to read. So I wanted to make sure they were in reach, and I feel really confident that I will read at least one more nonfiction. It also goes in cycles where I'm fascinated by picking up nonfiction for a while and then sometimes crave the escapism that fiction offers. So yeah, I think that'll be all right. The second goal I had was to read at least 12 of my owned audiobooks. Audible occasionally has sales offering titles for like $5, and I had been picking up quite a few, telling myself, oh, I'm eventually going to read that, I'll just buy it now while it's on sale. But that kind of got out of hand, and so I made it a priority to focus on those. And thus far, I've only read 5 of my owned audiobooks, so a little bit behind schedule, but I still think it's quite doable. My third goal was to read at least 24 of my physical owned books. You're seeing a trend here. I have way too many books. But I've only read 11 so far, so slightly behind as well. I think having this video to kind of remind me of my resolution and to strive more purposefully to pick up these titles, I think will help. The third bookish resolution I made was to complete all 24 of Book Riot's Read Harder challenge. I've done this challenge now for 5 years, but I did not complete it last year due to the aforementioned illness. And it was a point of pride that I always finished it, so I made it a goal to do so. I have now completed 15 out of the 24 challenges, so I feel like I'm on track to finish, although I definitely have left some of the harder challenges to go. Lastly, my 5th goal was to DNF any books that I didn't think could earn at least 3 stars. That's not to say I haven't had any 2-star reads, but in those cases, I made the decision not to DNF because I thought with a really good ending, it could be a 3-star. I have DNF'd, I don't know how many books, at least 12. So I feel like I've really stuck to my resolutions this year. I'm curious, what are your thoughts on hearing about a book that I didn't finish? Do you just want to know I didn't finish it? Or do you want me to talk about why I gave up on a book? Let me know in the comments down below. Did you set any bookish resolutions? Are you on track for any of them? I don't know, maybe it's a weird thing, but I love it, and it makes my reading more intentional. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.